Yo, it's your boy Ado, going to be discussing Overload Bullside post-patch FIFA. We've got our patch notes here. Increase the impact of the Overload Bullside tactic on in-game stamina. So I'm going to be analysing and breaking down how it does affect it, whether it does make any difference at all. So I thought the best way of doing this was to do a foot draft, because then I can use players like Team of the Year, Kante and Petit, 95 and 99 stamina. Also got players like Zidane, who's got 81 stamina. So we've got a couple other players to compare it with, so we get a sort of fairly fair way of checking it out. I also played on dropback 1 depth, as most people do with Overload Bullside, to make it as realistic as possible. So we'll go ahead and see how it did affect the players in game. We come up against, this is the team we come up against. I believe it was the third match I played in draft. I mean, pretty standard foot draft team. So as you see on the bottom right, I went Overload Bullside. First thing I'd done. Half time, not interesting at all. No shots, 53 possession. So kind of dominated it, not so much. Stamina, we can see already at this point, Zidane was on about 50%. Kante even drained as well at 19 and 99 stamina he's got. And yeah, we start to see the effects, and obviously the less stamina you've got, it really did start to affect my passing, the shooting and build up play, and I was kind of struggling at some points in this game. But yeah, I fast forward all the sort of boring bits to get that out of the way, and I put the goal highlights there just so we can see the sort of best bits, and obviously focus more on the staminas that my player actually had. So with this new update, I feel like it does affect it quite a bit. It has nerfed it pretty well, more than a lot of people that have been moaning about it. I don't think they even played before they even sort of gave an opinion on it. But obviously people can still use Overload Bullside in the last 10-20 minutes, and it'll be effective and not necessarily kill their stamina off. But you got to bear in mind, if they did go ahead and concede then, and you went extra time, then it will be very difficult for them, because their players will be very tired. So even with the players that had over 90 stamina, it was affecting them as well. And it was very evident in some of the gameplay that I was experiencing this match. And as you can see, I was 2-0 down. This is 61st minute. I actually decided to go attacking, fast build up and press after possession loss. Zidane is absolutely knackered in the 61st minute, and I was dominating possession, so I wasn't like running around constantly. Petit quite knackered as well, even though he's got 95 stamina. Pereira had 90 stamina as well, and all my back four was pretty tired as well. It was quite amazing. I mean, they have made quite a big change, I have to say, with it. I don't think that many people are going to be using it. Well, from the start of the game, they're not going to be anyway, and if they are, they're going to be in trouble. So it was 2-0 down. I decided to go a bit more attacking, and it's a bit more realistic anyway, because you're not always going to have drop back 1 depth. You might be losing the game and go attacking, but I still ran it on Overload Bullside because you still can. So 2-0 down at this stage. It was in the 72nd minute, as we see. I'm kind of trying to go for the goal. I was probably draining them a bit more than usual, because as you can see, my players are pushing up a lot more, but I wanted to get the win. And it was also interesting to see whether, if I went extra time, what sort of impact that would have on the stamina as well. And in the 78th minute, got a bit lucky there, I have to admit, with the rebound with Rui Costa, and that put us 2-1 down at this stage. But we can definitely win and take him extra time, or possibly win it in the end. So what else I'd like to note about the patch as well: when you're playing Overload Bullside and your players are getting tired, there's like nothing you can do, because your players, they're passing, they're shooting, everything is literally affected by the stamina, and there's only 3 subs you can make. And I felt like before, when you was running OBS, it only affected certain players in terms of stamina, but now every single player was just getting drained. And I didn't even notice it. If I'm holding the ball, it's just that having the tactic, it made them more tired than they actually should be, which was very weird. So we made it back to 2-2, and in the 91st minute here, we did have a big chance with none other than Rashika, or I think that's how you say his name anyway, and it fell to Rui Costa, but that didn't work out. But it's a good comeback anyway, so I took this guy to extra time, so that's also good to check out the stamina. We can see Campbell is absolutely shattered, Alex Telles is shattered. Like I said, Pereira's got 90 stamina, so he coped with it a bit better than the others. Michael Owen knackered, all of them are knackered. Rashika, I put him in at half time for the other awful striker, so, and he's still dying as well. There's just Alexander-Arnold and Timothy Kante. Their stamina's not great. With that sort of level of stamina, you are going to notice how much it affects you. So it's not as if it's helping me at all. And if you actually look at the other team, they've got much more stamina. So we look at Zanetti, he's got like 3/4. Kante has got less than half. He's Gerrard, and Ronaldo's got 3/4. Obviously, you just put Mane on. He's only got a couple players that are sort of as tired as mine. We actually get a chance here, 98th minute. We pass it to Kante. He ends up making a mistake, kicks it into me, and we go 3-2 up at this point. And I had to play very differently, I must admit, just because I was still running overload ball side for the whole game. I didn't take it off. I did have to play differently just because there was no pace at all. I felt like I was playing with a bronze team. It was really bad, man. I felt like taking it off, but I didn't. And as you can see, Michael Owen's got like 0 stamina left. He's on red. He's got hardly any bar left. But Rui Costa seemed to do alright. And Wijnaldum into Michael Owen put us 4-2 up in the 105th minute. And the comeback was completed. Really good comeback. He paused it for the reason you're going to see is because he quit. So I quickly slowed this down so you can see my players. Owen, you can't even really see his stamina. Campbell, you can't see his. Alex Tellers dead, and Petit as well is quite knackered. Pretty much everyone. There isn't really anyone that was doing that much better, because anyone that did have more stamina, they're just going to be running more for you and getting just as tired. So thank you very much for watching my video. If you've already liked and subscribed, then you're a real one. Until next time, it's been your boy, Safe.